So, Murph, we have breaking news. Yesterday, we had the Boston Red Sox and the Yankees finally got together for a trade. First time since 2014 for the Stephen Drew and Kelly Johnson trade. This year, we got rid of Adam Ottavino. What do you think of this?
It's an interesting deal. I mean, if they're saying under the luxury tax, then this is a good deal because the Yankees were misusing Otto anyways. Like, he was $9 million on the books, and we didn't really trust him like that, right? We hesitated to go with him in late innings, which is his bread and butter. He's a late inning reliever. He's a potential closer, right? And we were using him for like one-off matchups. And then last year, he had to finish innings, so they had to leave him in longer. But
Yeah.
It was weird. We grossly misused him throughout his tenure here. I think other than his first year, we had no idea what we were doing with him and how to appropriately use him. So, moving him isn't the end of the world, but what it does show me is that we're definitely staying under the luxury tax, right? We're not going over for anybody because if you're going over, why trade him, right? He's an asset at that point. So, yeah, big salary dump. Just really interested to see what they do with that $9 million. I think this is really important because if you spend the $9 million, or I think it's like 11 at this point, if you spend it and you don't do anything serious with it, then it's a waste. Mm-hmm. Then you're just giving up a high-end reliever for nothing.
But will this subtraction for the Yankees, if they subtract it and they don't do anything with it, what do you think of this move? Because it's like gonna really screw.
If they don't do anything,
yeah,
this is a terrible move. Then if they don't do anything, like any additions at all, it's it's like a really bad move.
Because you're just leaving a hole in the bullpen now. Now you don't have that slider, you don't have that arm.
Mm-hmm.
I would significantly think this screws us if we don't do anything about this. But there is Rosenthal still on the market, Trevor Rosenthal.
Mm-hmm.
We did have him once upon a time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think adding him would be a very good addition for the Yankees bullpen. It would pretty much be almost getting a Kane Lee-esque bulldog type of reliever in there for us.
Yeah, they definitely need a replacement guy. I think they're trying to complete the four horsemen again, right? Right now you got Chapman, you got Britton, and you got Green. Right now you need a fourth guy to really solidify this bullpen because I think it's not as big as bad as people like to believe it is anymore. It was once upon a time, but now we're losing a major piece in Ottavino. So now you got to go replace him. There's some guys on the market to still do that. It's just a question of what's the price range, and they're probably going to have to go multi-year deals. I don't think it's going to be a one-year deal by any means for these guys. I imagine it's going to be, if you see the trend of relievers so far, it's been like multi-year deals, kind of like high-end-ish on the second year. So we'll see. I imagine if we sign Rosenthal, he's going to be a bit up there in the price range, like probably 9 or something like that. So
he did have a good year, so.
He had a really good year, yeah. So, yeah, you got Rosenthal, you got Alex Colomb, who he hasn't re-signed anywhere, right? I'm pretty sure he's still a free agent. You got Shane Green.
Bring him home, maybe. He's on the lower end of velocity, but he does have that nice cutter, wipeout slider too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see on that end. Isn't there? There's one more guy I think out there that's good, maybe.
There probably is, but I can't think of the top of my head right now.
But if you add Rosenthal for that $9 million, are you still suspect about his stuff, maybe? Or
I mean,
he did pitch great for the Padres.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be kind of suspect because relievers are those finicky creatures. Or like 1 year they're on top of the world, reliever of the year, and next year they're like bottom of the barrel, like they forgot how to pitch. So you have no idea what to expect out of relievers, especially you go year to year. I would hope he he comes to New York and he can do well. We need him to do well because right now we are missing a major piece, especially with the departure of Conley and now the trading of Ottavino. We got some serious gaps in this bullpen, and it's going to get filled by some young guys. So hopefully we could find that fourth horseman to really plug in and hopefully benefit this bullpen later innings.
The four horsemen of the apocalypse in the Yankees bullpen just to end the game, that would be much appreciated because last year really wasn't there, to say the least.
We had 3 guys. That was it.
3 guys, and they couldn't pitch every day.
No.
And Murph, how much do you think this helps the Red Sox?
This actually benefits them. This is a pretty good trade for them because, so first of all, they add a pretty good reliever who carves up righties in Adam Ottavino. By pretty good, I mean he's great. He's a really good reliever. Just we misused the hell out of him. And also, this gives them an opportunity to trade him long term, right? Come trade deadline, they're going to move Ottavino again. They're going to flip him for more prospects, and they're going to continue this kind of rebuild-esque type of deal. I mean, they did get a prospect out of it as well. They got Frank Herman, who's pretty young pitcher.
Number 24 on our.
You can't really say too much because we haven't really seen him pitch. He's been a prospect. He's been like, I think AA, single A, something like that.
It's AA, I think, yeah.
Yeah, so it's left to be seen what he can do. But yeah, they need a lot of pitcher prospects. They need a lot of depth, and they're gonna get the chance to flip Ottavino for some serious prospects come trade deadline.
We'll eventually go to a contender for some prospects or something throughout the year. So that'll be interesting to see where he ends up. But a lot of people think the Yankees, in my opinion, made a bad mistake doing this, but he did last year average around 5 walks per 9 innings. And as a reliever, that hurts big time, especially when you come in the game and you cannot be when you come out of the bullpen. As a pitcher rules in general, you come out of the game, you come in from the bullpen, you cannot walk the leadoff batter. That'll just screw yourself. You're starting with the runner on base, then it drives the whole mental game of pitching out of whack. So, I mean, I think we needed to dump him in general because I don't know if he was going to fit here this year. I don't know if I could have taken another year of Adam Ottavino throwing sliders right down the freaking middle like he did in 2019 against the Astros because I was having a heart attack. Like, oh, we're going to throw him out here again. And then he gives another home run to George Springer in the playoffs. So, yeah, that's my beef with Ottavino.
Yeah, those are fair points. I think the biggest issue was we didn't trust him in almost any situation, especially when we were playing the Rays. Like you saw, we didn't use him because at one point they had all their lefties on the bench, and Adam Ottavino, terrible against lefties. He could carve up righties left and right, but once a lefty gets up there, it's like, this is a problem, right? And then especially when a runner gets on, he's terrible at holding on runners. Terrible. And he's got such a slow delivery. Guys are stealing left and right. So he was a liability. And I think, like you said, dumping him was inevitable. And doing it right now makes sense. Still got time to go and get some more pieces. Re-sign Gardy earlier. That fun stuff.
I'd say max of $2 million. 1 year, $2 million.
For who? Good old Gardy?
Good old Gardy.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we'll see. He got that buyout, so he shouldn't really need a lot more than that. I think max 3.
Max 3. Like you're being, my opinion, you're being over generous with 3. If anything, 2.5. Like
2.5 makes sense.
Because like you want us to add another pitcher. You got to see Gardner. You want to finish strong on your career. Let's go get an arm for our bullpen. And plus, like I really don't like it that he's like our only lefty bat, like true lefty. Besides, I'm sorry, but Talkman's not starting.
No. I mean, Gardner's not starting either, though.
Yeah. So, unless they pull some crap.
It's going to be a platoon situation where, like, if Gardy starts, I'll be really upset, actually. Like, I like Gardy. I love Gardy. He should not be starting over Clint Frazier at this moment in time. I mean, Clint Frazier was a dog last year. He held down the fort for us. So, it's literally, like, at one point, one of our only 3 hitters we had in the lineup. So I think taking him out of the lineup and taking him out of a starting position is a horrible idea, especially for his continued development, because he took a really good step last year. And if you want him to actually, be a star and potentially like be a future candidate, future player of this team, future star of this team, you have to continue to give him playing time. So Gardy's got to be a platoon bat.
Yeah. And I just hope Hicks has a bounce back year for us. Because we need him a switch hitter in the lineup that'll kind of be, because if Gardner's in the lineup too, that'll add a little bit of deception. It's not righty. It'll be like, oh, we have a switch hitter in the mix this time. Whoa, run it back with the same lineup. We might as well just like at least keep Clint Frazier in there. But Clint needs to be in the lineup to come opening day. But yeah, the Red Sox, in my opinion, they added him, and they're like, we're dogs now. I really do think they're dogs now, because they added Garrett Richards too, and they're like, yo, we're dogs. And then they added Kike, we're dogs. Like we'll see what you guys got, because Kike, I don't even know who's playing second for them. I don't even know who's playing second for them. I know they have Xander and Chavez and Devers. Is Chavez even on the major league level anymore? Like, I don't even know where he is because he had that one.
I know nothing about the Red Sox other than like their core group of guys.
But do you know who Michael Chavez is?
Yeah.
He had like a breakout year, I think, in 2017 too, or 2018,
yeah.
and then he
was 18.
Up the face of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever. That's on you guys, Red Sox. None of my business. Don't care. You have a defensive liability and JD Martinez, but none of my business. I'm out here making statements. Meanwhile, we have a injury liability team.
And like everywhere, bro. Like as far as the eye could see, it's injury. Like
Luke Voigt had his core problems, and he had his foot problems. Gary Sanchez is just a freaking mental head case.
He was hurt too, by the way.
EJ's wrists. Gleyber Torres is what? Calf and lower back.
His whole lower everyone the Yankees, if you were to look at their lower bodies, it's just like like if you go to create a player, right, and you see like head 99 injury proof, arm 99, they go to legs, it's like 40. It's like 40. 30, 25. Like their lower bodies are just paper mache.
Who's been the most like not hurt? Urshela until this
DJ.
year?
I'd say DJ over Urshela right now.
Yeah. Because DJ has had like the wrist issue, which wasn't really like a.
It wasn't anything crazy.
It was just rest and recover kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. I can't even think anybody else.
Higashioka. He was hurt midway through.
How dare you make that bold statement, Higgy? Higgy be the not. He didn't even play half the time. Like he only played last year because
he hit a home run in the playoffs, Murph. Come on, cuh.
How dare you? I like Higgy, but I'm not gonna go here and say like Higgy's the answer.
I'm making a bold statement. I don't actually agree with this. I'm just saying this to make Murph angry. But come opening day, Higashioka's starting for me.
No, bro, no, he's not starting. If he starts opening day, he's gonna catch like 5 games in a row. When's Gary gonna play? Never. Who wants to get? If the ace isn't throwing to Gary, why would I throw to Gary? What's happening here?
Exactly.
No, he's throwing to Gary. Enough with this personal catcher stuff.
We reworked on Carl Stan's contract and go.
No, also no. Shut up. Stop it.
We're not going to dive further into that statement, but
stop it. The man's not reworking shit.
On that note, thank you, Murph, for joining me today. Ottavino's gone. Good luck in Boston. I'm sorry you're a New York kid, but
yeah, that must be really heartbreaking.
He's from Brooklyn.
To be on the Yankees, your like dream team, your favorite team, and then get traded to the rivals. And it's the first deal in like 7 years. That's crazy. You know how he's like, dude, like what just happened? He's like, I can't believe it. What just happened?
Unlucky for him, you know. Maybe pitch better next time.
I also got it's on us. It's on us. Use him better.
Got to use him better. Again, 2019 really did piss me off, though, with his performance in the playoffs. Like a home run every other time he came in the playoffs? Give me a freaking heart attack and a stroke.
I can't defend it. I don't know what to say. I don't know.
I have no idea what to say either. Just to pitch better. That's it. Good luck in Boston, Adam. We wish you luck. Merry joy for you in Boston. Have fun in, the green monster and stuff. Don't give up too many home runs over that monster.
Unless it's to us, then give up all the home runs. Yeah. Once a Yankee, always a Yankee,
Know your role because like you said, once a Yankee, always a Yankee. Betances gave us a walk-off win this year.
He knew his place. So.
And we're playing you more often, so please help us out. I know you will because we're paying for $850K of your contract this year. So
that's not a big deal.
It's a lot. That's a lot of money.
He's getting paid $9 million in total, though.
You know what? It's cash. It's cash flow.
Okay.
Cash flow for a guy that couldn't really throw strikes, but it's fine. Thank you, Murph, for joining me. We'll see y'all on the next one.